Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a crisis. Not just yesterday, North Korea launched a missile and it flew over Japan and into the Asian Sea somewhere. Now you tell me that this is not a coincidence. Coincidence with what, you might say? At approximately something o'clock yesterday, the cable joining Perth and Asia was severed. Severed by an object? Possibly a North Korean missile? You tell me. This attack on us and our ability as Australians to play World of Tanks is unacceptable. And I think we should declare war immediately. Thank you. G'day guys, how are you going? Now today is actually a pretty I'm not going to say a sad video, but it's certainly not something that we should rejoice or celebrate, and that is, well, I guess only if you're an Australian player, and that's because overnight, or yesterday anyway, the cable that goes between Perth and Singapore, the internet cable, was severed. Nobody knows what it's been severed by, but it has a approximate completion date of being repaired by the 17th of October, which is, whoa. Don't know what just happened there, but that's about a month and a half away, which really isn't that great, is it? So to read you the summary that I got from the community contributors, I guess, forum that we have set up for just us talking, here's what it says. See Me We 3 submarine cable between Perth and Singapore is currently down due to a confirmed cable break. We have received a tentative repair completion date of the 13th of October 2017. However, these dates tend to change over time due to the nature of the, I guess, the repair. Customers can expect to see increased latency to destinations until this link is restored. So, what that basically means, guys, is that probably somewhere around the 17th of October, we're not going to be able to play World of Tanks very well at all, as our ping, as our latency is going to be terrible. And from experience already, my ping is about 300. I live on the East Coast in Melbourne. I'm having terrible issues with my ping. And I know that for the Western Australian guys, it's even worse, getting to 400 to 500. Pretty much unplayable. So me being quite inquisitive, I decided to message Tanitha. Tanitha is the producer of World of Tanks, and I spoke to him a bit in Asia, and I spoke to him a bit and I asked him a few questions, which I'm able to share with you guys. So the first question I asked him was, well, how long will this last for and what can we do? And he replied to me that right now he just doesn't know. There's so many issues that are going around with it, and it's so unclear about what's really going on, because we're talking about a submerged cable, huge cable that runs from Australia, Perth, to Singapore, thousands of kilometers. So they're gonna have to pinpoint and find exactly where this break is, and they're gonna have to go into the ocean, which is pretty deep, guys, like kilometers deep, and try and fix it, you know, depending on where it is. It'd be great if it was just off the coast of Perth and then they could fix it pretty quickly, but it doesn't seem like it is. It does seem like a pretty big issue. So the second question I asked was, well, for us Australians who are pretty much not going to be able to play anymore, are there going to be remunerations, or is Wargaming going to refund us somehow for the premium time lost? Now, remember guys, this isn't Wargaming's fault, so they really don't even have to, but what Tanitha said is that they're looking into options right now on what they could do, because they understand that we are going to be losing premium time. However, there is no, like, if we don't play, I mean, we still technically can play. It's just going to be a lot more difficult, a lot more laggy, and pretty unpleasant as well. So they're going to be looking into all options. But there are some releases as well of tanks. For example, the Chinese tank destroyer will be released at the end of the month or so for us Asian players. So we can expect that to come out sometime in September. Sorry, not August, September, guys. So that's something we can expect. And I reckon that this is going to hurt Wargaming a little bit in the pocket, because I know for me, I'm not going to buy any tanks during this time because I can't play it, or I can see it in my garage, but it'll be so difficult to play. It'll just be unpleasant. So again, guys, whether or not they give us some sort of compensation for the premium time that we're going to lose, which could be like 35 to 40 days effectively, it's going to be up to them, but this isn't their fault. So they certainly don't have to, but it would be nice, I guess, if they did. Now, the third question that I did ask them was, well, considering that this issue could possibly happen again, you know, it's a cable, a huge cable that runs along the length of Perth to Singapore, thousands of kilometers, as I said. It's prone to being broken again. So I asked them, well, can we expect an Australian server? Can we expect that to come sometime soon? I know that we have a pretty big player base now. Sure, 4 years ago we didn't, but now we have a big player base. Surely we have enough for a server. And they said that maybe they're going to look into it. Obviously nothing will be confirmed. So that's something we should look out for, but I am hopeful that one day we will, as Australian players, be able to get that kind of server. But for now, no plans. We're just going to see what happens. So yeah, guys, it is pretty disappointing for us Australian players out there. We aren't going to be able to have very good games. Now, this will depend on where you live. Some people are going to have fine ping because they are rerouting all of our internet connections through different cables. But this was a major cable, so I mean a major issue is now that the Perth players are actually going to be rerouted into the eastern states, or the western states of Australia will be routed to the eastern states, which will just increase the load. And also the eastern states are being rerouted to Hong Kong. I'm not even sure, guys. It's so confusing. There's so much going on. All I can say is that if you are an Australian player, you can expect to have some pretty bad ping and latency, but hopefully you're not going to be too badly affected. I personally am pretty badly affected. I think with 300 ping, I might as well be playing on the test server, which I hate playing on because of the ping. And also, guys, just to clarify, I'll be taking a break from playing games myself, maybe. I'm not going to stop creating content. I can still view your replays. I don't have to play it myself, but yeah, I'm going to still make videos. I'm not taking a break from playing at all. I'm just going to, or uploading videos, sorry. I am going to take a break, though, from playing games, probably myself, because just that 300 ping, guys, is a killer. It really is. But, you know, it's not Wargaming's fault, so I can't be too angry at them. This is just something that's going to, it's going to take time to fix. For me, it's just going to mean that my content I don't think will revolve around me playing games, because I might just have to take a break during this time. Like, I don't want to, but because of the ping, I can't stand bad ping. I'm already bad enough as a player that playing with really shocking ping is just not for me. So I know that a lot of community contributors as well, who I've spoken to or who have been in the group chat, have said that they are not looking forward to the next month and a half or so, because we can expect the internet to be down again. It could go up sooner than that, but it also could go up later than that. So everything's a bit hazy, unsure at the moment. Wargaming don't like this just as much as we don't, guys. So don't give them too much hate for it at all, because it's not their fault at all. But yeah, look, hopefully all will go well soon enough. Anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you did like this video, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time.